day. Nah, I been smoking. You been smoking? We been smoking all day. I be smoking. You been smoking? We been smoking all day. You be smoking. She be smoking. He be smoking all day. Blowing kush. It ain't face from overseas to the USA. I got that blueberry, raspberry, and we keep that juicy fruit. If you want that 5,
3, 2, 1, and action. What's up, everybody? It's Tony Tone coming back at you with episode 23 of Snerbidge The PoTcast. And I am graced by my second guest on the show today. None other. I've mentioned him on the show before. My buddy Mike has joined me in my studio. Thanks for coming, Mike.
Oh yeah, glad to be here.
So if you haven't been to my podcast before, this is Snerbidge The PoTcast, and I smoke weed and talk about things. And usually it's just me alone, but today I got Mikey with me, and he's got some Snerbidge, and I got some Snerbidge, and so we're going to smoke two different kinds of Snerbidge. I don't know do you know what yours is called? Nope. Mine's called the Purple People Weeder. So that'll be the title of this episode, the Purple People Weeder. And yeah, but thanks for coming, Mike. He's rolling doobs. I'm loading bowls. But Mike might not take too many bowl hits because the cough's got him.
Yeah, joints are smoother.
But yeah, so it is, let's see, 5/8/2023. Happy May. Happy the fucking kids are almost out of school. There's so many people out there that just love it when the kids, are in school because, they're out of the house and stuff. But with me, it's like the exact opposite. It's like, fuck, man, all this bullshit I gotta fucking do. Oh, they need money for this, and then you gotta go with this, and they need this, and I gotta go to this, and conferences, and homework, and all that shit. And it's like, fuck me, dude. Well, Mike's sparking it up, so I'm gonna spark up some Purple People Weeder. I don't even know. It's not even purple, so I don't even know why they called it Purple People Weeder. But yeah, tastes pretty good. Out of my Snerbidge pipe, I have just a pipe that I use just for this podcast. So, because sometimes I don't know about you, man, but like sometimes you smoke out of the same bowl for a long time and it stops working as well. It's nice to switch it up.
Oh yeah, it's nice to have a steady one, but you gotta change it up sometimes.
Fucking A.
Sometimes a chillum's good. Sometimes a bigger pipe's good.
Yep.
You get sick of the bowl size that you got.
Fucking, I'm just gonna bust out a steamroller. So, Mike and I have. Mike has got. I'm just gonna say, Mike has got the best YouTube rabbit hole that you will ever fucking see, because it'll go from like comedy to Johnny Cash to Hobson to like it's like the most random shit.
Yeah, you can't control that rabbit hole.
It's kind of like our radio stations around here where they're like, coming up next, it's James Taylor, then Whitesnake, and then Pantera, and it's like, whoa, dude, like, let's keep it on the same track here a little bit. What are these, green apples?
Oh yeah, green apple, Juicy J's.
Hey, they're not paying us. Don't plug them. Send me a shitload of Juicy J's and they send us a bunch of fucking coconut ones or like fucking absinthe papers. Here you go. Here's a fucking carton of absinthe papers.
The ones that nobody likes.
Yeah, the ones that nobody fucking buys. But no, man, Mike's a good buddy. He's like my only friend in town right now, really, like true friend, and it's nice to be smoking with you, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. So Mike is a big rap fan, hip hop fan, and stuff like that.
Not the mainstream stuff though. The
I don't
crazy
even
stuff.
I don't even know like what. If you asked me to name 5 rappers that have come out in the last 5 years, I probably couldn't do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be easy for me either, probably.
The only ones I know are like the ones that are in the fucking news for the wrong reasons, like the Island Boys or Tekashi fucking 6ix9ine or whatever the fuck his name is, and
I don't think he's allowed to rap anymore.
no,
Got his rap card pulled.
got his rap card pulled. Machine Gun Kelly was a rapper for about 5 seconds, and then
He got his card pulled too.
Eminem fucking pulled that card. You go against Eminem, I'm sorry, man. You know, Eminem is one of the greatest fucking rappers. I mean, he had a whole movie about how he's just a baller fucking rap battleist.
Yep.
And you fucking come out and try to fucking do something against Eminem, and it's like, dude, you're gonna get wasted, man. It's like trying to like fucking trying to say, oh, I'm gonna have a guitar battle with Eddie Van Halen. Fuck, dude, he's gonna fucking slay your ass, dude. Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he killed himself.
Well, and then he comes, and then oh, now I'm gonna be a rock star, and it's like, and then he comes out and starts like fucking
Dyeing his hair pink.
dyeing his hair pink, playing pink guitars, and making fun of like Slipknot, and it's like, dude, you're just like a habitual line stepper, man, and not in a good way.
Well, some people, that's just how they got to make their name. They ain't good enough, so they got to be.
They got to do that.
They got to be a thorn.
Yeah, they got to
for
do that
attention.
shit. Yeah, just to fuck.
If they want to make big money, they got to get their name out there by being a dumbass.
Well, it's like, you know, the Paul brothers, Aaron Paul and Jake Paul, I think their names are and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Jake Paul, when he first came out, he did these videos that I really fucking liked, where he would just be standing in a crowd, and then all of a sudden he would just go down into the splits, like in the middle of the crowd. And didn't say anything. That was just reaction videos and stuff like that. And I thought those were funny, but then started, you know, thinking way too highly of himself. And then he shot himself in the foot by going to the suicide forest or whatever the fuck it was in Japan, filming like people that were hanging in trees and shit. And yeah, didn't hear much from him after that until he made this energy drink or whatever. Juicy.
He does a bunch of fighting too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he made himself big by that, by calling out all these guys.
Is he any good?
He is. I mean, he ain't gonna be no belt holder if he actually played with the big boys. But he can hold his own. So
Yeah.
that's better than we could do.
Well, fuck, dude. I'd get
In
my
a boxing ring with, you know, whoever.
I would get my ass kicked. Just probably even in a street fight, unless I was like super wasted. I got no fucking stamina anymore, man. Smoke way too much. But so I know this is kind of like putting you on the spot, Mike, but like, can you give me right now your top 5 favorite rappers? Just right now. Doesn't have to be of all time, but just, you know, the ones that you're listening to right now.
Well, as far as people who are actually still putting out content somewhat, you gotta have, of course, Eminem, NF, Dax, Hobson.
One more. Jellyfish or Jellybug or whatever.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's really doing any more rap anymore.
Tom McDonald.
No.
You know, I don't mind Tom McDonald. It's just the overuse of auto-tune with his stuff, man.
All the songs sound the same, and he's always saying the same thing too.
Yeah. If it was me and I couldn't hit those notes, I would just get I would rap and then I would get like some chick to come in and sing it or something like that.
Yeah,
you
don't
know?
gotta do your hooks, but then you gotta pay somebody to do your hooks.
Unless they're like a super unknown, and then you just,
He did have a girl he was singing with for a while that he would use her voice, but I don't remember her name.
Think that's a good thing? think she'd be happy hearing that? I don't remember her name. Fuck it. I think Billie Eilish should come out with a fucking rap album with her little fucking voice and shit. I think it was funny. Like I don't even know what shows Simon Cowell is doing these days, but I saw something where
he's judging people. I know.
Well,
that.
yeah. But a couple of the girls on the show were doing Billie Eilish songs, and he always rolls his eyes, and I can just imagine he just fucking hates Billie Eilish because she's not a Christina Aguilera belter, you know. She doesn't belt out fucking notes like, you know, like Whitney and Aretha and shit like that. She just fucking these little millennials. And I, you know, dude, like people say that we are technically millennials, but it's like, I feel like there's a generation in between there that people are missing. Like, we remember blowing into Nintendo cartridges. Yeah. We remember dial-up internet. I remember printer paper having fucking perforation on the fucking sides and stuff. And you gotta rip off the little dot perforated fucking parts and shit. Like, I feel like we're in a generation of our own. And then, like, the moment that, like, I would say, like, YouTube started, that's when, like, their generation fucking started. Because, yeah, man,
Smartphones, too. Smartphones is what really turned it.
Yeah. Smartphones, yeah, dude. I remember my first fucking smartphone back in, like, 2013. I thought it was the greatest fucking thing ever, man. But it has turned us into quite a zombie-like culture.
When we graduated, I remember... when driving around, you'd always have maps in the car.
Yep.
I like driving around traveling so much that I had 50 states maps right there. Boom. Or at least the Continental 48, where you turn each page is a state, you know, so you can navigate anywhere.
Yeah. Well, and like
now it's just GPS. You don't know how to fucking read a map.
Well, you remember like having to print out the directions?
Oh yeah.
From like Google Maps and shit, and like. Take left, you know, quarter mile up and shit. Yeah, man. And nowadays,
well, and it's gotten so sophisticated too that like I know there's a lot of long trips that I took where you used to go to like MapQuest or whatever and print out the directions back in the day.
Yeah.
You'd take this route then, but now you go into Google Maps and try to navigate to Pennsylvania, and it has you taking, you know, 400 different detours all the way there because it's so sophisticated that it shaves off a couple minutes here and there by taking this little goofy road, you know?
And then you wind up in like serial killer territory or like Hills Have Eyes with fucking people territory and shit. Google Maps doesn't know about those fucking backward ass fucking hillbillies.
Well, sometimes they don't even know about gravel roads. They'll send you down 3 miles of gravel to save 5 minutes. Like, no, I'm good.
It'll save you on those tolls.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll pay 50 cents. Let's go.
I was fucking, oh, dude, it sucks so much. Like, so I'm supposed to go to Missouri in June. It's still up in the air as to whether or not I'll have the money and or vehicle to do it. But when I was a kid, when I was living in Columbia, Missouri, I lived at 3510 Forum Boulevard. And in front of my house, like down the block just a piece, was a fucking stop sign. And it was a double lane going right in front of my house. And so we always had like Lambos and shit like out there fucking right in front of my house fucking, because they tear it up. It was a quarter mile until the road curved a little bit and turned into a one-way. And so they would fucking race by my house all the fucking time. And now I went and I looked up my old house and they fucking changed it into a goddamn roundabout. So it's like
slow people down.
Yeah. Well, can't fucking hop off the line there, I guess. Fucking roundabouts. I actually really kind of like roundabouts, but not that particular one. It'll be weird though. It'll be weird going back home, I guess you could call it. I was there for 4 years, but it was still feels like home a little bit.
So I gotta throw you a curveball. My fifth one is tech.
Oh well, yeah. I was kind of waiting for Tech 9 to come in there somewhere.
I was thinking there's some other ones that are pretty good. Like King ISO was one I was thinking of, and he's with Strange Music, or I think he was at least. I don't know if he still is, but I was like, duh, he's with Strange Music, Tech Nine, but he's about done putting out music though. So
Tech, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him doing interviews where he's talking, like I'd say in the next couple of years.
He's been fucking hustling
He's
since,
one of the hardest working rappers ever. I bet you he's done more shows than anyone.
Since fucking day one, dude. I remember
he's
that. He's
probably done more shows than Snoop. You know what I mean? He's done more shows than anybody, I bet. He's been around forever performing, you know?
Yep.
He was performing with Pac back in the day, or around the same time in the same area. I don't know about with him, but
well, the thing is like he doesn't discriminate either. Like he'll go to New York City, but then he'll go to some small ass town in fucking Montana if they'll fucking pay him to come and he packs it, dude. Every fucking show, man. And
he had the largest, most shows in a rap tour in history. He always is hitting the road hard. He's not just hitting the big cities on the weekends where you get the big money. He's hitting all them little towns through the week too, get more money along the way.
Well, and it's kind of funny because I would say that Tech is probably one of your favorite, like, probably, top spot favorite rappers and shit.
His old stuff he has some new stuff that's good too, but he doesn't put out as much as he used to,
Yeah.
That's why I don't think of him as people are putting out stuff, because he just does some collabos every once in a while. And
kind of like Snoop these days, yeah. But it's kind of funny that you say that because he's one of your top spot rappers and he's got the most, rap shows, and one of my top spot bands of all time is the Grateful Dead, and they actually have like the Guinness record of like over 3,000 fucking shows or over 2,000 shows or something in their career.
Yeah.
We know how to pick them. We know how to pick them. But what about The Rock? The Rock's a great rapper. Thank you, Terracana.
He did all right.
Thank you, Tech Nine. I was blown away when you showed me that. I was like,
yeah, he did good.
Well, of course he did good. He's The Rock. He does good at everything. He probably sucks at sex. It's like the one thing that he sucks at is sex, Got a little mushroom dinghy.
Well, I'm sure he's been taking something to look that good all these years that makes his dinghy smaller.
The fucking he was like shooting a movie once. And he gets a phone call on the set, and it's Hugh Jackman. And Hugh Jackman is asking him, I think it was right before he did Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine. But Hugh Jackman had him on the phone, and he was like, dude, I want to know how to get his fucking just beef steak, just fucking you, man, just big McLarge huge. And, like, the people on the set with The Rock were getting pissed because he's on the fucking phone on set and everything. He's like, everybody shut the fuck up. Wolverine's on the phone. Like, I got to fucking take this call, goddammit. Oh, that's so funny. There's an actor out there named Jeremy Piven. He does stand-up. He's like, you know who the highest paid actor is right now? And everybody in the crowd's like, The Rock. He's like, yeah, The Rock. And he starts bitching about the fact that, like, he went to fucking acting school, and The Rock like never fucking took an acting class in his life and shit.
Well, he went to acting school when he was wrestling.
Exactly. That's a fucking yeah. It's a double. That's a double header right there, man. Wrestling and acting. Some of them aren't very good at it, but he had that eyebrow thing.
Do you smell it? What The Rock's cooking?
I wonder if he's ever been like sitting around. Like with his girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't even know if he's married or what.
Oh, yeah, he's got kids.
Oh, okay. But he's just been sitting around and he fucking like just juices one and he's like, hey, babe, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? God damn it, Dwayne. He gets all pissy and shit.
If he ain't using that line, he should be.
It smells like a sweaty Kevin Hart.
Rock keeps getting bigger too, man.
Yeah, right. Like, I've always said, dude, like, okay, yeah, he's an actor these days the way that Arnold Schwarzenegger was acting in Kindergarten Cop. You know, it's not a big stretch. You know, he's basically plays himself and stuff like that. But if he really wants to impress somebody, you know, out there with his acting abilities, lose all that goddamn muscle. Pull a 50 Cent or a Christian Bale and just fucking like completely frail yourself out for a role. Stretched beyond your limits, man. You know, lose all that bulk and shit and just fucking, Daniel Day-Lewis the hell out of a role. And, you know, but that probably will never happen. But 50 Cent did that. I can't remember what movie it was, but he actually like fucking skinned down to like probably like $1.60 or something like that. Just frail. Nobody, and I don't even know the name of the movie. I think that's a good thing, you know?
It was all the work for nothing then?
Well, I'm not the be-all, end-all of, like, you know, Hollywood. That maybe a shitload of people have seen that movie, but I've never heard anybody talk about it. And every time I say that 50 Cent lost all of his bulk for a movie, people are like, no, he fucking didn't. Then I show them a picture and they're like, what? Holy fuck, man.
He didn't lose his bulk for the Super Bowl halftime show.
That wasn't 50 Cent. That was 55 cents.
Well, he just got done eating somebody else.
I mean, I don't think he looked fat. I think he looked fucking like just bulked out, man. Like,
oh yeah, he didn't look that bad. Not as bad as everybody made it seem.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job, and it was you know, it was one of those. It was a nostalgia moment, you know, seeing 50 Cent descend from the ceiling and fucking go, fucking. That's pretty fucking sweet, man. I thought he was going to be like a one-hit fucking wonder back in the day. I thought, you know, like, oh, here's this, you know, because how many rappers came and went, you know, back in the early aughts and shit like that, where it was just like, yeah.
Yeah, when you get in with Dre and Eminem, makes it easier to stay around.
I still think it's hilarious. In the video for In the Club, he's sitting there. He's sitting there, like, supposedly in the recording studio and shit like that, with a fucking yellow notepad and shit like that in his hand, reading the lyrics to the fucking chorus. Is it really that hard, man? Do you really need the lyrics in there? You can find me in the club. You know, like, it's not that hard. And at the end of the song, don't you be acting like you don't know where we be either. We be in the club all the time. And I'm like, is he still in the club? Like, to this day, just, he won't leave.
Maybe somebody should go check on him.
He takes a whore's bath in the fucking bathroom every morning in the sink. And then he just goes right back to partying. I don't know if it's this pipe or if it's the purple people weeder, but this stuff tastes a little old. You know, like it just tastes a little bit old, just like a little bit old. Like maybe it was just traveling for a little bit too long or in not the right circumstances. I don't even want to hit it.
Oh, I'm good, man. Gonna get coffee on it.
But it's hey, I'm not fucking baked, but then again, I don't know if that's yours or mine doing that. So
just know that it's working.
Just know that it's working. Dude, do you ever like cruise like Facebook News? Like, do you ever actually just like go into Facebook News and just scroll?
No, I don't really. I try to avoid all news, actually.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Like, there's Facebook itself, like just going to the regular feed is really starting to get old for me. Like there's just so much bullshit. Like I see.
It's all geared for you. It's too much advertising.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And there's too much shit that I've never liked or followed or anything like that just pops the fuck up. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's getting to be like the Into the Spider-Verse movie that I watched. Is that animated fucking Spider-Man movie that came out a few years ago? They're making another one. But it was just like, it was made for kids these days, like the fucking ADD kids and shit like that, man. Because it's just so much input. There's just too much going on But that's what people like these days. You have to really keep their focus to have them, like, you know.
Yeah, if you're not throwing things at them quick, then then they're distracted and going on to something else.
They're used to 6-second reels.
Yeah.
You know, like to them, it's like, you know, you see those things on YouTube for those of us who don't have YouTube Red or whatever and shit like that, and we're forced to watch a 15-second commercial or a 30-second commercial sometimes. Even for me, it's starting to get like, oh, dude, this is way too long. And like, me and you had to deal with 190 seconds worth of different commercials and shit between our programs back in the day. But I'm starting to fucking get like that too, and I think I just need to like lay off the social media.
Yeah, well, I think everybody needs to do less.
It's just a lot. Just a lot. All the fucking time. Hey. He's smoking the bowl. So have you have Netflix?
Yep.
Netflix has, so a buddy of mine told me about this, and so I watched an episode and a half. It's a 3-episode thing, and but it's called I think it's just called Sasquatch. But hear me out. So I'm gonna open the window. Hold on. It's getting fucking smoky in here. The incense isn't helping. But so back in the 90s, there was this investigative journalist that he used to dive into his shit pretty hardcore, like joined a biker gang, joined the mafia, he would join the Aryan Brotherhood, you know, like all this different shit to like get stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he decided to go up to Murder Mountain, the fucking triangle in Northern California, where they, like Humboldt County and everything.
Yeah.
And so he was doing a story about it, or he was out there, you know, kind of, you know, diving deep. And then fucking one night, like these couple, like he's hanging out with some of the growers and shit like that, and some of the pickers, whatever. And one night, these 2 dudes run in, and they were supposed to be bringing back crop or money. I can't remember what it was. But they come in and they're all fucking flustered, and they're all fucking just like hysterical, and they're like, dude, they're fucking dead, man. And they're like, what? Was it a fucking bust or something? Like, no, the weed's still there, but it's fucking everywhere. Like, it's shredded all over the place. And there was 3 fucking dudes there, and they're all torn to pieces all over the place. And these guys were just fucking hysterical. And, but yeah, they were fucking hysterical coming in there and shit like that, doing all that crap. And this dude was just there for it. You know, he was just there around it, and he didn't really like think about what was going on at the moment and stuff, even though he was an investigative journalist and shit. But so he decided to like dive into that now, and to see, like, because all of a sudden there's all these stories circling around up there that Bigfoot did it. And because there have been like Bigfoot sightings up there and shit like that. It's the fucking mountains, man. You know, of course. So I don't know. It was a really fucking, I watched an episode and a half of a 3-episode fucking thing. And it's pretty interesting, man. Like, they're talking about, you know, 16, 17 foot fucking weed crops found with like the tops just fucking eaten. And like, I was telling my dad about it, and he was like, oh, that could have been a bear. Just bend it over. I'm like, dude, they'll break it. Like, you know, you can't just bend over a fucking pot plant and fucking expect it just to boing right back up, you know? I don't know. Do you believe in the big feet?
I don't know. Nobody's found big feet, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, any of that. A lot of people have looked, so I don't know if I believe the Bigfoot. Maybe I believe that there was a Bigfoot, maybe, that died.
Like way back when,
I
or
don't know. At some point, yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's a combination.
Maybe it was 100 years ago. Maybe it was 50 years ago. Maybe it was 1,000 years ago. But I think there's probably something that's not maybe around.
What if it's a combination of two things, though? Because if I say the word alien to you, you think of little skinny green men with big fucking eyes and shit like that. You know, that's what everybody thinks. Or they think of the movie Alien. And it's always some slimy, you know, or fucking smooth being and shit like that. What if it's not? What if it's a big fucking hairy being? You know? Like, what if those are aliens, you know, coming down? I don't know. We're getting pretty fucked.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd say at least it's not in Northern California. Maybe it's like in the Congo or in the Amazon.
Bigfoot?
Well, I'm saying if there's something like that, it's not in Northern California where lots of people have been.
Well, I don't agree with that. It's the fucking woods, man. Like,
Yeah.
fucking acres, thousands of miles of fucking, of nothing but trees, man. You know? There's places that even those fucking Humboldt County fucks can't get to. You know? Like, it's, I don't know, man. I think, because where did fucking Harry and the Hendersons... I know it's not a documentary or anything like that, but
It's
like...
not?
I'm pretty sure that was in, like, California and stuff.
Maybe it
like,
was. I don't
big
know.
redwoods and stuff like that. I don't know, man. That just feel like that'd be the perfect place for the big feet. But
I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
you'll have to check it out. Oh yeah, let's go on out there.
No, the documentary.
Yeah, I think it's just called Sasquatch. The dude that told me about it was like, it's called Squatch. And I'm like, okay. And so I go on there and I start looking up the word Squatch and like
You find
nothing.
soap?
Nothing, dude.
You find soap?
It's like telling me you want to watch the movie SWAT? And it's like, no, Squatch. Mike is the best at rolling dubs. And you know, you're very conservative, but still, you know, you don't have to roll a fucking blunt to smoke. You know, you'll roll just enough. It's not quite a pinner, but it's not quite a Bob Marley doob. It's right in the middle there, right where it needs to be.
Yeah, big enough where it's not a pinner, but it doesn't get wasteful. You get wasteful when
and
then it gets all tarred up.
You can go around the circle with it. You know,
Yeah.
you know, everybody gets one at least, man. Shit. Jesus Christ, I put my phone on silent for fucking one show and all of a sudden I'm blowing up and everybody wants to fucking talk to me and shit. Jesus. I don't want to talk to any of you. Not right now. Well, Mike, thanks for coming and doing this with me, man. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I haven't had you on before, but most of the time it's spontaneous shit. I was just about ready to come down here and do this and all of a sudden you're like, what up? We both got the day off for once.
Yeah, it's my day off for the month.
Yeah. Mike works hard. I work hard, but Mike works harder.
At least longer.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, it's very rare that you get a day off, and it's very rare that when you do, it's on a day that I have off and we are actually able to like connect. But no, it's nice. It's nice to smoke with somebody. Not that I never smoke with people, but you know. On the show, I've only ever had Adam on for like a telephone conference show type thing. So you're my first in-studio guest.
Yeah.
But it's not your first time in the studio. I don't know what the fuck happened. I had another fucking bottle of this. And it's not... I have this fucking 19 Crimes fucking Snoop Dogg Cali Red fucking wine bottles because we have it at work, and so when we polish one off, I bring them home, and I'm pretty sure I had fucking 2 of them already, and I just brought one home the other night, so I don't know where the fuck that one went. But
Did you get one of the Martha Stewart ones?
I never finish one. I want to get one, but I never finish one. Like, see, that's the kind of thing, man, that you should buy 2 full bottles of and just fucking leave them.
Yeah.
Because 50 years from now, dude, having a fucking sealed Snoop Dogg and Martha Shard and shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be worth some crickets. Jesus, man. I can hear like the birds chirping out of this thing. I need to fix, like, I'm sorry if the fucking audio sucks. It's been a long time since I've like used 2 mics, so I don't know how it sounds. It's probably really echoey and shitty, but I'll try to clean it up. But yeah. Sorry, hitting the doober. But I know you believe in aliens, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows what they are, though, really.
Right?
You know?
That's what I mean. They could be big feet, but I fucking...
Well, there's a bunch of people that believe that aliens are shapeshifters and that they do all kinds of things.
Interdimensional beings, too.
That could be what dragons are, as aliens shapeshifting in the past. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kinds of theories about that stuff.
Yeah. And maybe that's what the aliens are shape-shifting into, this stupid creature that the humans have decided that they think is real but have never caught.
Kind of like how we were bred with aliens bred with monkeys to make humans. That's a theory too.
I can see that. I see a lot of that at Walmart. Still think we'd make $1 million, dude. We gotta make a Women of Walmart calendar. Me and you. We could just do it right here at our hometown Walmart. You know, fucking.
Wouldn't even take that much time.
Oh my goodness. So I'm driving and you know, I see these fucking I think you heard me talk about this once, but I'm going to say it again. It's not because they're big girls, but we're talking like Women of Walmart girls. But they always have like fucking bumper stickers on them and shit like that it's like, you know, if you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair. Or MILF mobile, and it's just like gross. Like you drive by them, they look at you and they look like fucking like Mason Verger from fucking Hannibal or something. Like fucking, oh my god, mouth breathers. But yeah, that's what happens on Snerbidge the PoTcast. Lots of coffins. Smooth. Purple people weeder. Pretty good fucking stuff. Oh, anything happening in your world you want to talk about, man?
Oh, not really. Just work and my crazy YouTube. That's about it.
My crazy YouTube. Mike has introduced me to like some really great gems over the years, and one of those was just recently, like within the last few months, but it was Coily Ray's fucking Blick Blick. Oh, such a great song. Such a masterpiece. I can't stop watching. She dresses like it's early 2000s, and I fucking dig it.
Yeah, it's a good video.
It's funny because I see like these, you know, flashbacks. Oh, here's what the celebrities were wearing on the red carpet at the MTV Video Music Awards in 1999 and stuff like that. And people are commenting like, "I'm so glad that low-rise jeans are out," and there's so many of them, bro. There's only a few of them that are just like, oh, I miss when I could buy clothes that fit me the correct ways. And everything. Oh my god. But yeah, dude, just looking at some of those, it's weird. It's weird what people like, you know, Britney Spears is like kind of like, I don't know. She's really, really promiscuous with her Instagram videos, dancing around naked and posting pictures of her cleavage and shit. And it's like, This is what all the guys wanted back in the day, man. They must be having a ball. But I was never a Britney Spears person. I don't know. There's a thing as looking too good. Like, looking too, like, I don't know. She looked like way too, like, church girl.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just goody two-shoe kind of, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's too much of that in my preference. To where it's just like, nah, that's weird. But when Christina came out, I was all about Christina, because she was a goddamn smoke show. And I can say that because I was underage just like she was. So I can say that. But yeah, we grew up together, man.
Yeah, she's older than us even, I think, isn't she?
Yeah, a couple years.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 or 5, maybe. God, how old are we now?
Too old.
Yeah. I'm going to be 38.
Yep.
38? Almost 40? Like, what? Well, I think that's the first time I've said that. I'm almost 40. I fucking hate it when fucking the wife says that shit. You're almost 40. Fuck you. I'm almost 38, bitch. Like, well, guys, we're creeping up on like 42 minutes here. I think we're going to wrap it up, but it was nice having Mike on to the podcast for once. So thank you, Mike, for hanging.
Oh, yeah.
We should do this, as much as we can, because I like having somebody to talk to, and things come good.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Things come good. Yeah.
Yeah. Things come good.
Things come good.
That's what you should call the episode. Things come good.
How do I spell come? That all depends on how we're spelling come. Jesus.
Yeah, put Jesus in there too.
Put what?
Put a little Jesus in there too.
Yep. Jesus will come first. Wait a minute. We have to end it like that.
Yeah, we're not going down that rabbit hole.
With Jesus. Jesus has to, Jesus died for a lot. Like, they say that Jesus died for our sins, but it's like Jesus died for a lot of really fucked up people's fucking sins, dude. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dying for the guys that like to rape little children. It's like, whoa, what? Hold up. Like, I don't think I'm with you on that. That doesn't sound right. But, yeah, I don't know. All I know is if there is a God or Jesus and I ever meet them, I have some fucking questions. Like, I got some questions for your ass. And I don't need to go into those questions because they're pretty obvious. Why are you going to give little fucking 3-year-old Billy brain cancer? But you let that fucking, that heroin addict fucking roam the streets for 60 fucking years, Yeah. Jesus. So anyway, yeah, Jesus. Well, thanks, Mike, again for being on Snerbidge, the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for listening. And yeah, I'm not even going to say what we're on. We're on a bunch of platforms. Just type in Snerbidge and you'll find us on all the podcasting sites and YouTube and all sorts of stuff. We're the only thing on the web called Snerbidge, which is very rare. So landmark that shit. But anyways, have a good one, everybody. Peace out from Tony Tone and Snerbidge the podcast and Mikey Mike.
Peace.
Later.
Now I've been smoking, you been smoking, we been smoking all day. I be smoking, you been smoking, we been smoking all day. You be smoking, she be smoking, he be smoking all day. Blowing kush, it ain't face from overseas to the USA. I got that blueberry, raspberry, and we keep that juicy fruit. If you want that 5-hour level, yeah, we got that.